What is a test? A test is a piece of code we write to ensure that our software or application works as we expect it to. We are all used to manual testing, where you execute your application and manually try it out to see if it does what you want it to do. Let's take for example an add.js file. This contains a function called add, and it returns the sum of two numbers passed to it. If we want to test that this function works as expected, we have to do this manually by calling the add function, and we'll pass in 1 and 2, and we execute this file, which in this case is our software, and the output is 3, telling us that this function works as expected. In the real world, you're going to have lots of functionality to test, and this process has to be automated so that it's scalable as the application grows. To do that, we are going to write the test for application in separate files. So I'll create a file called add.spec.js. Most of the time it's called .test.js. In this file, I'm going to require my add function. Next, I'll create a constant called result, and this is going to be the result of calling add with 1 and 3. Next, I'm going to have an if statement that checks if the result is 4. If the result is 4, I'm going to log console.log test pass. But if the result is not 4, then I'm going to throw an error that says expected 1 plus 3 to equal 4. And now if I want to run my test, I'm going to run the spec file by saying node add.spec. And now it says test pass because our software works as expected, which is the add.js file. Let's say a new developer comes to the team and without knowing the importance of this function, changes this to a minus. And now, when the developer is about to push code to GitHub or send it to production, the developer runs the test. And now it throws an error and says expected 1.3 to equal 4. And this is really helpful because now we know that there's something wrong with our application. So we go back to the add function. And we look at this and we see the change. We change this back to a plus sign. We run our test again. And now our test pass. That's the whole concept of testing. We have software. We write tests to make sure that the software works as expected. And we automate this process by having a command we can run to verify that all the tests pass at any given point during the development of the application.